So you want to do this, do ya? How about one of these bad boys? Think you're ready to learn some of this? Alright, so we're gonna start with a new... I'm not saving that. Start with a new file here. Okay, delete camera, delete light, delete the default cube, add another cube. Yes, cube, yes. Alright, so this one is going to be scaled a little bit on the x-axis, scaled down a little bit, brought up. Okay, we're gonna add another cube. Alright, it's gonna be scaled a little bit like that. Said, bring it up a little bit. Bring it over. Up. We'll just duplicate that on the y-axis. Bring it over. Alright. Now this, we're going to tab over into edit mode, just so we can have the pivot point somewhere back here. Because this pivot point, when you move it in object mode, will actually come with it. In edit mode, it does not. And so that's how you edit your pivot point. Alright, so now if we do that, it'll rotate there. Cool. Now we'll add a cylinder. Doesn't have to be anything fancy. A little bit. Alright, so here's where we get a little crazy. I'm gonna add another cylinder. Look at that. Scale it down to cable size, and then just scale it up however long we need it. Say like that, I guess. Something like that. Rotate on the Y, just for a little bit of extra geometry, or extra sag, I mean, in the soft body. Edit mode, lots of loop cuts. So that's Control R for loop cut, then you scroll up. Something like that, I guess. Okay, scale it down maybe a little bit. Yeah, it's not bad. Okay. So the next thing we're gonna do is create two empties. Alrighty. Now we're going to select that and the cylinder at the same time. Tab over to edit mode. Select the vertices here. Control H for hooks. We're going to hook to selected object. So now, when we tab back out, this selected object is going to control those vertices. We're actually going to add more vertices to that hook later, but for now that's fine. Select this again. Oh, you don't have to select it, just bring another empty in. Roughly there. Select that again, tab over, select the vertices, Control H, and hook to selected object. Cool. Now, we tab out, go back to solid mode. We take this, go over into our physics tab, do a soft body simulation. Let's see what happens. It just kind of hangs there. Let's figure out why. Self collision will break it. Yeah. We need that on. Bring the ball size down to like 0.1, something like that. Oops. Better. Next thing we should do is actually play around with some of these vertices. So we'll just go into wireframe so we don't miss any. Push O for, what's it called? Proportional editing. Select a few of these, just move them out a bit. Give it some quote unquote natural bend. Something like that. Then we will add the rest of these vertices to this. So select that, select the tube, tab into edit mode, and then select probably like most of them. Like that. Yeah, Control H, and then we'll assign to the first hook. Okay, then we will select the rest of them. Sorry, I am daft. Control H to assign to the second one. Alright, now go back to solid, out of edit mode, and it has a little bit of bounce to it. Alright, cool. So far so good. Take this empty here. Shift select the box. Control P for parents, and then object keep transform. Alright, so now, oops, we go into solid mode and we move this. That should come with it. And it's gonna look really janky in like this because we don't have the simulation playing. So if I do that, if I play the simulation now, oh, it's slowed down a lot. But now it should actually wobble back and forth, and it's still super janky. We gotta change some of the settings, and we will do that in a minute. We need to first take this one and parent it to this. Control P again, object keep transform. Alright, so just in case you want to, say you want to rotate this whole thing, right? You're gonna add a skeleton to it later. They'll just keep it all together. Alright. Alright, so the next thing we're gonna do is, if you remember in the original, I had these like cylinders here, little portholes. Those just have a little bit of collision on them to kind of stop them from moving around. They do add quite a bit of load to your computer though. So they are completely optional. You don't have to add collision to them. They do work without the collision. Just as like a little barrier. So we'll go into edit mode here. Face select that face. That face. Inset just around the tube there. Not too tight because you don't want it clipping. We'll just delete the faces. Alright. Duplicate that, bring it up to the top and over. If you want them visible, you can have them visible. They kind of look cool, I guess. Wireframe, just make sure it's not clipping anywhere. And if it is, you can scale it up a little bit. That's fine. Unpie the other cylinder with H. Sorry, Alt H. Alright, and we will play around with these. Make sure this goal is on, edges are on. The goal setting strengths. We want to bring this down just a little bit. Bring the minimum up. Like just under that. So it gets rid of that vertical kind of bounce. Right? Yeah. So a little bit of bounce there. Maybe bring that up a little bit more. Hold shift if you want to do it slowly. Like sliders, anything really. If you want to move an object and it goes really fast, and if you hold shift, it does it manually. Alright, let's try this now. Oh, I haven't set the vertices yet. So, click the empty again, shift click the cylinder, on wireframe, edit mode, vertex mode, Select all of these. Oh, I did this already. Control H. Assign to hook empty. The first one there. Select the rest of these. Control H. Hook empty O1. Out of edit mode. And we will simulate. Should be good. Working as intended. Alright, let's try that a little gentler. Yeah, so there we go. It kind of follows. Oh, hold on. There. Follows, has a little bit of wiggle to it. Oh. To get these cylinders to follow the blocks, you just want to click that, shift click the box, control P, object keep transform, cylinder, cylinder, control P, object keep transform, and now should move. Yeah, see, it moves with it. Okay, so I don't know if I said this already. Now I had to delete a couple of recordings here. This animation for the soft body, it is saved as an animation. It's baked down here. So when you play it again, it'll actually move on its own because it will save that and then start recording, and that's when your frame rate will drop. In order to clear this, you just have to click anything here, anything in the physics tab. Just change it, and that's really about it. We can add collision to these. It really does hurt performance. Turn dampening up, thickness inner and outer down. Same with this one. Dampening. Okay, and it will actually hit the sides, and it won't bounce out of it so much. You still have to be careful with your rotations, but yeah, see, it goes out of it if you're not careful, and it really hurts performance. Oh. Let's do one of those, yeah. Let's try that again. It does hit, see that? If you want to decrease the wiggle even more, you could bring this a little tighter in. Again, it might have some artifacting issues if it's clipping, but we'll see what it looks like. Alright, I'll bring that one in too. Why not? Okay. And again, we have to clear this animation. There we go. Helps a little bit. Not much. It's almost not worth it. So you can have it there and just turn the collision off. It still helps, I think, but yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this helps. Yeah, bye.